Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon or Rising, and it's weekly reading for December 9th to the 15th. This week, Gemini, we have the Trust Your Path Oracle card. We have the Seven of Cups, Three of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. So I feel for some of you, you are getting close to closing out a cycle. We are at that threshold of closing out that 10-year cycle, and I think a lot of you are feeling into the areas that have been unfulfilling for you for a period of time. And I think you're probably willing to buy into that illusion for an amount of time. But I think some of you have weathered that storm, and it's ready for you to actually bring something to a close and make the energetic space for new opportunities that are obviously waiting to come in for you. So I'm just going to start off by reading out the Oracle card, Trust Your Path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? The universe is conspiring. Keep facing your true north. Your job is not to pave the path, but simply to keep facing your true north and take one step after another. If you do this, you can't go wrong. The universe is conspiring. Don't waver or doubt. Use your heart as a compass and put one foot in front of the other. If you follow the invisible trail of what lights you up, you will light up the world without even trying. Interesting. It's interesting that it talks about using the heart as a compass, because obviously we have the Three of Swords here, Gemini, and I think there has been an amount of hurt in the past, or some of you are really on the threshold of having that cracked open at the moment. And when your heart is obviously in a state of heartbreak or grief, pain, sorrow, often we can't actually hear its true message, so that can actually misguide us in a way. But I'm going to start here with the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, so what I'm really seeing in this combination here is a situation that has been unfulfilling on an emotional level, could be on a love level, could be in business, but it's a situation that just hasn't delivered for you. That Seven of Cups can be that card of hollow promises. It can be in the workplace, those kind of promises of the pay rise, the corner office, the promotion, all of those kind of things, and never actually seeing that materialize. In love, it can be the changes that yourself or your partner promise to make and don't fulfill. It can be when a relationship doesn't grow and expand and deliver those kind of gifts that you were expecting from it. But by gosh, it's very obvious that you've given it a good crack, this situation here, guys. Like Gemini, this is the Nine of Wands, so I think you have taken a lot of action in the past. You put a lot of time, effort and energy into this situation, but I feel like you've just weathered the storm throughout that. And some of you feel like this wounded warrior here, where you kind of are running out of fuel. You're sort of running out of energy for the situation, and this is just one step before the Ten of Wands, where it's starting to weigh heavily on you like a burden and hold you down, and maybe actually cloud your vision for the other paths that you could possibly walk. You may not be able to trust your path if your vision is clouded, because in the Ten of Wands we see somebody who is carrying such a heavy load of wands in front of them that they can't see, they can't see out. It's that kind of thing. So I feel that, even though you might be feeling battered and bruised, whether that's, probably on an emotional or mental level, I think you still have enough left in the tank to get this across the line to a Ten of Wands and actually complete this situation. I think there's an ending that needs to happen. I think it's time to move on to a situation that is going to be solid and stable and deliver. We have a lot of Pentacles energy coming in for you, rather than things that are just kind of hanging like that carrot in front of the donkey. I mean, this person here is trying to grasp at any one of those cups, but they're a mirage and they can't be grasped. It can also be those things that appear like the shiny objects on the outside, but when we actually scratch the surface, there's nothing there. That could have been in a relationship that appeared to had what you were looking for on the outside, but when you know, after you sort of pursued it and were in it for a while, you realised that it didn't have the depth or substance in it that you required. We could say the same about a job in the workplace. So I'm feeling that there is a certain amount of unfulfillment, and that you've probably been going through that for a while, for some of you even years. Now the focus energies this week, we have double 3 energy here. So this is an interesting combination actually. First thing that I see about this is that yes, if this is a love reading for some of you, there could be a third party involved, or even in the workplace, a third party as in somebody trying to steal your thunder, we say here in Australia, or take the promotion or undermine you or something like that. It may not be that for some of you, this could have a different meaning, but I feel like, you know, if you're going to get this across the line and bring it to completion, that some of you might be feeling some kind of pain, of grief, of sorrow associated with this situation. But, you know, the good news is that once you actually expose this heart to the elements, you know, to the weather, you know, like this heart here out in the rain, once it's exposed, this wound can start to heal. And when your heart heals, it once again becomes that compass that's going to guide you on your trusted path. You know, that's what you need to heal so that you can have that sense of intuition again. You can actually line back into that. And, you know, both of these cards here at number 3 are actually cards of new manifestation. So I feel like once you've gone on this healing journey, you are quickly going to manifest a new direction for yourself. And there might even be reason to celebrate after releasing this situation, this person, this energy. All of a sudden you're feeling lighter, you're feeling like you can actually go out with your friends again, reconnect with family. You know, I think it's about you taking the steps now to remove yourself from situations that no longer serve you, start new manifestations, so that in your next season you'll be like these people here, you know, celebrating a new harvest. I also just heard the message when I pulled this card of staying grounded. So just make sure you don't get swept away in probably the grief or the sorrow, or, you know, any hollow promises that the person that you're trying to extract yourself from, personal situation, might come back with. They might do a counter offer if it's a workplace to try and make you stay. Same could be said about a relationship. So you really need to make your own clear decisions from that heart center, and just remember, you know, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? It's maybe not the time to play it safe and stay in a situation that hasn't been fulfilling, because, Gemini, look what's behind the door. I think if you can clear that space, do that healing, then there is some beautiful things just waiting to come in for you. So that Ace of Pentacles can be a new job, a way to make your money, financial resources, that type of thing. In this combination here, it could be some kind of love or relationship offer, or something in the home that has the promise of solidity and stability, of going the distance. We're looking at an opportunity here that can expand and grow into the greatest abundance, into the Ten of Pentacles, and do so quite rapidly. The Ace of Pentacles is an energy that comes in sometimes after we have, climbed a mountain, walked a path, gone through a portal, and we've kind of had that sort of dark journey. And then as a universal gift, as our karmic gift at the end of that, often we get a lucky break. So like any aces being, the first card in the suit of Pentacles, you do need to take some action in order to grow and expand this and to materialize it in the physical realm. So if it's a job opportunity, then you would pursue it, you would network, you would update your resume, you would really approach the right people and progress that. Same about a relationship, is making yourself available, making sure you're open to receive that kind of thing. But either way, this opportunity has the ability to be greatly abundant on stability, financial level. The Ten of Pentacles often talks about having it all: the home, the money, the generational living, the pets, the beautiful partner, all of it. So I think you are headed for times of much greater stability, because these two cards here, can say something quite opposite. They can talk about instability, things that are like promises in the sky and illusions. Well, this is grounded, physical, actually, opportunities that are tangible and have materialized. So this is what is behind the door, Gemini. So I really feel that it's the time to bring this situation to completion, push it over the line to a Ten of Wands, heal that heart, tune back into it. It is your compass that's going to lead you to much greater opportunity. Gemini, that's what I have for you this week. I wish you all the best with it. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so it won't be for every one of you guys. Feel free to leave me a comment if you'd like to share how it's unfolding in your daily life. Always love to hear, and I'll see you back here next week for another reading.